What's up, everybody? It's your boy Keefy. I am back once again with another GhostCultMan.com live stream. We are super stoked today to be announcing two more bands for the Mojave Experience Festival, the debut, inaugural, excellent Mojave Experience Festival. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm really excited. We're partnering up with the festival. We're going to do these announcements every week until the full lineup is revealed, and then you'll get the whole poster reveal and all the deets. Early bird tickets already went on sale. You can get tickets now at the links in our description. This is really America. We don't have that many cool underground metal festivals. We have a few. We have a lot of big butt rock festivals that occasionally have some great metal bands, and I'm always mildly amused when we get those, but super cool. First things first, if you're new here, please like and subscribe. It helps us keep the lights on. I will drop the tip menu in a second where you can share a tip with us if you are so inclined. You might be. But, I'm just grateful to do what I do and cover this music. Mark is back. What's up, brother? And thanks for being here. And I appreciate the follow. Klaus Pater is also here. We've got quite a few people watching on the Tube of You and on the Gram. And I am hanging out on TikTok. Yes, thank you, Fubu, my crowbar shirt. This is one of my favorite shirts. This color looks really fucking good on me. I need some more olive green metal shirts to go offset the black and the occasional light colors I let in. Probably due to the band Haunt and their awesome color shirts. But anyway, best experience for this show is always YouTube, where we show our stuff every day. We have our band interviews, our weekly live streams, this show. These will all be podcasts on our podcast. You can also watch this live on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, and other places. Lynn loves metal. Hello. Good to see you. But yeah, I'm back. I'm doing the thing. We're going to announce two bands every week until the whole lineup of Mojave Experience is settled, and I will be hopefully coming out in early next year. I had to run around. I already had a crazy day. I host karaoke in San Francisco every Sunday night. Hosting karaoke, it was a banger time. Then I had a doctor's appointment. I had to do some blood work. I have more errands to run. It kind of never stops, but I'm happy to be here. Let's do the damn thing, and I will bring in the thing. Hey, Andrew, what's up? Thanks for being here. All right, so thanks to everybody for tuning in, and yeah. Once again, if you are so inclined, because, this shit costs a lot of money, and we are not corporate backed, we do some tips you can share. But, of course, make sure you go follow the Mojave Experience. I'll share their links. Here's the Facebook event for you guys. I didn't do this last week. And, sometimes y'all folks can't... It's hard to kind of do all the things and conversate and be part of everything. But here's the link. I shared it here. It should be populating now. I will drop it in the chat on the Tick of the Talk as well as where to drop a tip. But I appreciate everybody here. Very nice for you to be here. Yeah, last week, I was really pleasantly surprised. A lot of people showed up and showed out. People who are not regular viewers of our stuff. So again, super excited that people are enthused enough for this festival to come and join us for these announcements. And as soon as I drop this link to the Facebook event on TikTok, it's weird how that happens, then I will dispense with the pleasantries and get to it. All right, my shit is not cooperating. All right, I'll try to drop it in later. Anyway, Guy Bannister's passing by. What's up, sir? Good to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. Festival announcement time. And just for some housekeeping, hey, what's up? Just for some housekeeping, again, I have a weekly live stream every Thursday where we recap the week's events, drama, news, concert tours and festivals, etc., etc. We paid tribute to Ace Frehley on Friday. My good buddy Ken Pierce of Piercing Metal joined me. He is the biggest Kiss fan I know. And we chopped it up about Ace for quite some time. I'm sure there'll be some more Ace stuff and discussions. We're still kind of unpacking all this. What a crazy time in our lives that all our heroes are leaving us. But much appreciated for everybody that passed by. And like I said, we always hope to encourage some tipping. We do make some money from advertising, but we are not corporate backed. So that is the whole thing, just so you know. Somebody told me that I need to space these guys out a little bit, but we do Cash App, we do Ko-fi, we do PayPal, we do Venmo, whatever works for you. But I like Cash App lately the most. I'll drop that too. Cash App at Ghost Cult Mag, $ Ghost Cult Mag. So we did the thing and talked about Ace, and then again, there's our tip menu, and here's the Cash App QR code in case you're so inclined. Hey, Just Me is here. What's up, Just Me? Talking about some metal festival action. Just Me is one of our loyalist followers on TikTok, and I'm always appreciative. So what are we here to talk about? The Mojave Experience is a brand new stoner doom psychedelic rock festival in the spirit of the original desert scene festivals and happenings. They were not very well advertised. It was a tight community of people, word of mouth, go to the desert, set up a generator, jam, party, drink, toke, drop stuff, whatever you do it safely and hydrate, and generally dance and have a good time. I mean, that's what it's all about. March 2026, March 20th and 21st in Joshua Tree. I am so pumped. We already announced a couple of new bands last week. They already made the prior announcement. I will recap all of that before I announce the next two. The Friendly Me is back. What's up, The Friendly Me? So, they already announced Dead Meadow, San Francisco's own stoner rock legends. Also, Earthless from San Diego, incredible band. They are worth the price of admission for the Liquid Light show alone. And just an incredible band. They really can do no wrong in my eyes. Last week at this very spot, we announced John Garcia he's been touring with his solo band and doing an absolute banger job of a retrospective set list featuring Caius and Slowbird and Unita and all the things. John is one of the preeminent vocalists of stoner rock and doom metal, influenced so many people. He's maybe the best singular voice there is. And like I said, really the first guy to not try to strictly sound like Ozzy or Dio and try to be himself, which I really respect. Shameless plug as I drink my Liquid Death. And then we also announced Acid King. Again, Bay Area based. I have all the Acid King records on vinyl, including their comeback record a couple of years ago. Lori is a treasure. I see her at shows, and she's a huge metal fan and just a big supporter of other artists, which I really love. And I think it's going to be like an epic experience. And it's super cool that there is actually some femininity represented in our scene. Like, there's just not enough of it. There are some great bands that have femme singers, but we really need the true representation. Hey, Southeast of Heaven, what's up? What's up? Thanks, brother. Hey, Gabe is here from Anti-Mosby's. Gabe, we're doing our weekly announcement for the Mojave Experience Stoner Rock and Doom Festival. And Gabe's a big psychedelic rock person, too. So, now that we've caught you up on all the previous announcements, today I am proud and pleased to announce two new artists. And if you were not already hooked by the previous bunch, check this out. Mario Lally and the Rubber Snake Charmers. Oh my God. So Mario is synonymous with this music. He's been making this music for 45 years, bass and guitar. You know him probably best from Yawning Man and Offshoots. He was in what could be considered the foundational band besides Sabbath and a bunch of stoner rock bands and 70s rock bands. But in terms of the underground 80s desert scene across the river, I used to have their tapes, terribly dubbed tapes that I got at a Lower East Side in New York City flea market that had tapes and videotapes from around the world. And Mario is an incredible artist. He put together basically a super group of dudes to, I know that a lot of super groups are not super, but this album that came out last year, Mario Lally and the Rubber Snake Charmers, other folklore from the other desert cities. And this is Mario, Sean Wheeler on poetry, sort of vocalish sort of vocals, poetry. Brant Bjork, of course, you know him from Caius and Brant Bjork and a million other bands. And Ryan Gut. I hope I said that correctly. What an incredible record. It's kind of like a live record. You know, this is going to be like a spiritual awakening type of event concert from them. So in the desert where they belong, making this music, I mean, it's going to be insane. I am so hyped for these. And then, furthermore, so this album is out now on Heavy Psych Sounds, which we've covered a lot of. I've interviewed the label head, and I have quite a bunch of Heavy Psych Sounds vinyl in my collection, I'm pleased to say. And this record is still available for purchase. You can go check it out. You know, it's like a 40-minute record with 4 songs, exactly what you want. And this came out about a year and a half ago, March 29th, 2024. And, you know, I love what Sean described this audience perfectly on this record. There's a thing where he says, you're all here for a celebration of life and not the fake hypocrisy of the world. So, I mean, like, absolutely incredible. I'm paraphrasing, of course. Bumblefoot is passing by. What's up, Ron? And John Graham is here. And then, so that's, I mean, like right off the bat, that's just a humongous addition to the lineup. And now one more, just to keep it a hundo. I am so honored to discuss Ecstatic Vision's addition to this lineup. This is a band from Philly that I've been into for ages, and saw them in New York City and Philly. I haven't seen them in quite a while, but they're so good, and they're so good live. Their most recent album was 2022's Elusive Mojo. I would love to know if they are working on a new record, also from the Heavy Psych Sounds label. Again, cannot miss, cannot go wrong. Just an absolute killer band live. And so now you have this, is becoming a titanic lineup, and there's still more coming. So, I mean, like, again, if this is your scene and this is your genre, Desert Fest, I hope someday will come back to New York. We've covered them. You know, sometimes the Decibel Metal and Beer festivals have some stoner bands, but it's mostly extreme metal, as Decibel is wont to do. We did have a Heavy Psych Sound San Francisco, which was wonderful. I know Ripple Music is doing a 15th anniversary party, but this is your jam. If you're in California, if you're in Nevada, if you're in the Southeast, if you're in the Southwest, if you're in the East Coast, if you're in Europe, come to Joshua Tree. I've never been. I'm super excited to go. Imagine hearing all this incredible music with like-minded individuals. Nobody's there to make a bad time. Everybody's there to have a good time. You know, everybody's going to be cool, and it's going to be art and music and cool vendors and all the things. I've been in touch with Patrick of the Van Volume has put this thing on and booked this thing, and I'm really excited. I talked to him over the weekend. We were chopping it up and talking about things. Oh, hey, VW is back. Thanks so much again, man. Oh, thanks again for the Ace tribute. It was awesome and great to hear, great musician. Miss you, Ace. Bro, so much, man. It's right in the childhood. I really, you know, like I wasn't ready for Ozzy, and I'm still processing my grief about that. And then, you know, honestly, it's been a crazy summer. Brent Hines and Sam from Limp Bizkit over the weekend. Whatever you feel about that band, he was really like a part of a whole movement of American music 25 years ago. But this, you know, we've lost Ozzy. He was really our North Star for doom and stoner metal and stoner rock and weed and all the things. He did all the things first. So thank you, man. I appreciate the tip and the super thanks. That's really meaningful. Every little bit helps. Every little subscribe, every little bit. So yeah, man, that's your and there's their new record, Elusive Mojo. So their most recent record. Hopefully they'll announce a new one. And that's our lineup update for the Mojave Experience, coming in at a very reasonable 15 minutes. Everybody who tuned in today, thanks. Everybody listening on the follow-up podcast or the rewatch this, highly rewatchable on your sites where you stream. Thanks so much for supporting us. I will be dropped a new interview video this morning with Dave of Revocation. If you like some technical death metal and great guitar shit. I also love talking jazz with Dave because he's a big jazz nut and jazz player also. When he's not making metal, we have more interviews coming later this week. My show will be on Thursday. Check us out wherever you check out your videos and your podcast. I'm Keefy at ghostcultmag.com. Shout out to Patrick and the Mojave Experience. This is shaping up to be a banger of a festival. And yep, Ozzy and Roger Waters was sometimes. Oh yeah, bro, for sure. Pink Floyd is my favorite band ever, and I cannot with Ozzy. I cannot with Roger. I miss Ozzy. I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching. More to come from the Mojave Experience. Take care and peace. I double peaced. I better peace out.